Modcast. Hello and welcome to the new episode, new series of the Modcast. This was supposed to be done in fucking July, but that's fine.
A while ago,
A while back, we promised, but we never got around to it because that's us, isn't it?
I don't know why.
Why didn't we do it?
I think
we were just so busy.
I think we had exams. I think that was
just
the
so
thing.
busy coming up with material.
So busy coming up with dynamite material for just one episode.
Exactly. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it's going to be.
So we're back now.
We're back.
The Modcast with
Dominic and I are at our unis.
I thought you were going to say like at our best and our full potential.
At our full potential.
But instead you went for at our unis.
We're at uni.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's uni?
It's alright, you know.
It's good, isn't it?
I tell you now, I'm quite happy. I mean, it's really good.
Oh shit! I just moved that. That's moving. That's moving.
That's getting shitty.
That's yeah, gone.
Anyway, so Mark, currently right now it turns out that we have one fan. We have a fan.
Do we?
Someone actually listens to this.
Joe Page.
I think it is Joe Page.
Why do you keep bringing up Joe Page?
For those who are listening and don't know who Joe Page is, he's a dynamite fella, right? And he's our only fan, which is interesting.
No, we've got a Brazilian fan.
Do we?
Yeah, the Modcast was its first Brazilian fan.
International fan.
And we had an American.
Do we?
Yeah, they liked our Modcast page. They probably thought it was something else.
Yeah, probably. So we've got 3 people. We have 3 fans.
There we go. Good, isn't it?
Yeah,
we've moved up since 5 episodes later.
Yeah, we're reaching out and
we're getting past,
inspiring more people.
We're getting past Facebook friends. It's crazy. Don't let the fame get to your head, Dan.
I know.
Speaking of fame, actually, it's got nothing to do with fame. That was just a segue.
What a great connection there. Speaking of fame,
we had
speaking of it, we may as well.
Speaking oppositely of fame,
what?
Olympics.
The Olympics, yeah, we had the Olympics over summer. How'd you find
London
that?
Olympics. That went well.
Yeah, it was. I mean, for so long, ever since we realised that we were going to host the Olympics, we were so pessimistic about it. We thought it was not, Boris Johnson was going to mess it up.
Yeah.
The opening ceremonies would be Alan Sugar with a sparkler, and it'd be pretty rubbish. But in a matter of fact, it was pretty bloody good, actually.
Wasn't it?
I mean, speaking modestly as an Englishman, probably one of the best.
Yeah. Rio. In Brazil next time.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be shit.
Yeah. We've raised the bar for them, haven't we? It's just
we've got our first Brazilian fan.
Fucking hell! Oh God! Jesus.
Brazilian fan. Ignore that last comment.
We'll have one podcast for one, and then we'll have another podcast just for the Brazilians, where it's all dubbed over.
It's all dubbed over. I love Brazil.
But no, I do think we've set the bar quite high for Brazil.
Yeah, Rio.
And yeah.
Oh, they'll do well for top it.
But apparently there were a lot of countries that didn't get the opening ceremonies. They didn't understand it.
Did they not? Was it not? What was it about, the opening history?
Well, the opening ceremony started off about how England went from, the first segment of it was how England went from the agricultural England to then we went through the industrial age. We had a group of people, our entire landscape was changing, and through that hard work and determination we've got to where we are now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Through technology and science and all that. And then there are these big rings in the sky, it was mental.
Yeah.
But then it went on to, explore things of literature They just thought, right, what's so brilliant about England? They got a great big list of what was brilliant about the UK and thought, right, let's plug it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And then the actual Olympics themselves, the Olympians.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it something like we won so many medals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was about in 1960 something or other.
No, it was 1908. Was the last time we won so many medals.
No, as in the 60s or 70s or 80s or something like that. There was an Olympics where the only gold medal we won was one.
Really?
And it was Sir Steve Redgrave.
And what did he win?
The rowing.
Like pie eating.
No, it was a rowing medal.
Rowing.
But that was the only gold medal that we won. Yeah.
Really?
Now we've had how many gold medals have we had?
A lot, like 18 or something, maybe more.
I think they're more than that. Well, we had like Bradley Wiggins, who's also won the Tour de France.
Yep.
Pretty bloody good at it, and he's a mod, so he'll be listening to this.
He's a mod. So therefore he must be listening to this Modcast.
Yeah, because it's got mod in its first name.
There you go. I like how we don't cover anything about mods.
We don't really.
It's such an enigma.
Yeah, we are an enigma. We're a naboo.
You still haven't defined the mod yet as well. That's something that you need to get on with.
Well, do you want me to do it now?
You can do.
The mod is pretty much. I mean, this is the new series, so I think the questions that people have been asking all over the last series, it's like Lost. That's how much of an enigma this show is.
It's about as shit as Lost.
Yeah, but it's pretty much someone who's just so open to music and art, and they don't really care about what status it puts in as long as they enjoy it. And when it comes to fashion, it's all about looking clean and cut, and as if it's like you're trying to be posh, but you've got the beautiful ruggedness about you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Because when you become posh, you kind of lose.
Not at all.
When you become posh, it's like me and Charlie go skating every day, and you kind of the one word that floats through your mind is just something inappropriate. But then when you see someone in a suit looking pretty suave and being normal, it's pretty cool. And that's what the whole mod look is.
That's what it is, isn't it?
I think that's the best way to describe it.
You've got enough mod material in this room of yours.
Yeah. Well, you've said that, but this is an audio podcast, and they have no idea what's in this room. So thanks for bringing that up, actually.
Yeah, but you post enough pictures on Facebook of your room.
No, not really.
You do.
But I've not gone around. I've not done a panoramic.
You took a picture of your chair the other day and claimed it to be Castle Don or something.
No, Castle Don's the room.
Oh, right, it's alright.
But having recorded this Modcast right now, and the current date is December 2012.
Oh.
The 21st of December 2012 is slowly upon us, Mark.
21st of December, we're all dead.
Apparently.
Gonna die.
Thoughts of that? What are your thoughts?
Snooky will have a kid.
Well, apparently that's a due date, which we've talked about this in a previous podcast, but like, do you seriously think the world's going to end?
Yes.
Go on.
Well, it's the Mayans, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, better question. What will you do on that last day?
What will I do on 21st of December?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it's a Friday, isn't it? So,
it is a Friday.
I don't know, I'll probably go to bed, because I'll have a driving lesson in the morning. It's best to get an early night, I'd say.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I'm up at crack of fucking dawn, do you know what I mean? Got a driving lesson.
Do you know what? Someone was telling me, it's like, yeah, it's a Friday night, so you can buy it. I thought, if the world's going to end tomorrow, it doesn't really matter what day it is. It doesn't matter if it's a Friday. If you got Saturday tomorrow, you got to lie in.
Yeah.
It's stupid, isn't it? What's the point in that?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well, it's a Wednesday, I've got working morning. What does it matter?
I don't care if I'm going to die tomorrow. Papers need to be in tomorrow. Jesus.
But I do have a driving lesson on Saturday.
Do you?
To be fair.
Oh, fucking hell.
I mean, let's take this seriously.
Let's take it seriously. Because what if I mean, this is what I think is going to happen. The 21st of December, just before Christmas, I think so many people are going to be overdrawn when it comes to credit cards, debit cards, bills.
Yep.
Because they're literally just going to say, right, this is an excuse to go mental. And
that's what I think will happen.
I
reckon someone will go crazy. Just because he thinks it's all real.
I don't think someone will go about murdering people. I just think that there'll be a lot of debt in the world. Yeah, like a lot of people go. But then again, if you like you know, say if you had your last night, would you spend it partying? I wouldn't, because
you know, probably have a nice Sunday meal.
I was just being with the people you love. That's
yeah, but is that not?
If you knew that you were gonna die next week, Mark, and so you had like time to organise it,
right?
And on your last day, well, your day and your night, what would you do? If you knew that tomorrow you wouldn't wake up, then it would just be just out, gone.
Well, I'd probably wake up about 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Just because I usually I
can't.
So
you've already got half your day gone. So that's a good start. Go on. Your last day and you decide to lie in. Right, you can lie in tomorrow morning when you're going to die. Just no, right, go on, keep going.
So I'll get up late. Right. Late afternoonish. Tomorrow, probably have some breakfast.
Mm.
So the thing is though, if I had some breakfast, there'll be no milk. Do you know what I mean? It'll be a bad day.
Right,
I know it will.
Your last day will be a bad day.
Yeah, because there'll be no milk, right? I'll have to go to market, get some milk. I'm not up for that.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So that means I'll put my clothes on.
Mm.
So I started in the dressing gown. That's not worked.
So your ideal last day would be not getting clothed, not leaving the house.
That's no point, is it? Do you know what I mean?
See, some people would decide to go out and try and see the Yangtze River in China. Nah.
No, I think if you're born in your house, you should die in it.
But you're not born in your house. You're born in an hospital. You should die in an hospital. Well, not people do die in hospital, but
yeah. So maybe I'll go to hospital.
Well, I saw a small bean on my desk the other day.
Small bean?
As in a bean, like a Heinz bean, but it wasn't in the sauce. It was just a bean.
It's a dry bean.
Just a bean. It was just on my desk. I was like, where did this bean come from? Seriously, I should have been working. I spent an hour just looking at this bean going, what are you?
What is this?
Where is she? I was just so confused. I was like,
there's a bit, speaking of that, there's a bit in The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, where he keeps talking out. Go on, explain.
There's a bit in The Dark Knight Rises where he's on this rooftop, Batman, and he's with Catwoman, and Catwoman. Is it Catwoman? Is that
Catwoman.
It's not Batwoman, is it?
Catwoman and
Batman.
Batman.
So Batman and Catwoman, right, are on this rooftop, and Batman's talking, and the camera's on Batman, and then sort of it flicks back to Catwoman, and then she just like disappearing. You know, like Batman does.
Yeah.
So like, what are we gonna do, Batman? And then shows, and then the camera tilts, and then Batman's not there.
Yeah.
But what happens is, as he goes, we need to think of something. We need a plan right now. What do you say, Catwoman? Turns, Catwoman's gone, and he still does the voice, and he goes, that's what that feels like.
Yeah.
It's like no one's around, but he's still doing the voice.
The idea of Musk in his voice is that no one knows his original identity, yet no one's around, and he still does it.
He still does the voice.
He's just at home changing the TV channel, going, turn over the channels.
Jeremy Kyle show, I'll put that on. Phone rings up. Where's my pizza? It's just around the corner. Where is he? Where's my pizza? It's just around the corner, Where is he?
Albert just turns around and says, I've had enough of your shit, Master Wayne. So yeah,
that's
you didn't actually describe your perfect day. You woke up at 2:00 in the afternoon, had some breakfast, then somehow the milk was off. Why is the milk off? Who doesn't buy milk? Right. So you've had your breakfast. It's 3:00 in the afternoon. What are you gonna do for the rest of the day?
Probably do some leveling up on Diablo 2. I reckon. Probably play some Diablo 2 for a bit. yeah, I do Diablo 2. That's the one.
That'll be your last day. Diablo 2 or Diablo 3?
Well, no, Diablo 3 is crap.
Okay, just Diablo 2.
Just Diablo 2.
Okay.
Because I'm level 69 as it is now, so I need to get to 70.
So, your last day.
Probably have some off cereal and play Diablo 2.
No, the cereal's not off, it's the milk that's off.
Off cereal? No, the cereal's fine, you know.
Just the milk.
Just the milk.
I suggest in this festive theme of films, I think we should have a film review time.
Do we need a jingle?
We need a jingle. Are you going to do a jingle or am I going to do a jingle?
We'll both do the jingle.
Nah, it's going to be one or the other. I'll do it.
You do the jingle.
Alright. Film time.
It's a very long jingle, this. Well, I'll do the jingle.
No, we're not doing a jingle. Just do the film.
I'll
do jingles after.
I'll do the. Oh God! I'll do the jingle.
He's got himself a guitar and everything.
Film time. Ready.
Film time. It's been a long fucking jingle, isn't it?
First two.
Right, no, put it back. Right, what film do you want to review? That's the question.
Alright, film time review.
I'll tell you what I saw the other day.
What's that?
Have you ever seen the film Donnie Darko?
I'm not, but you can review it.
I'll review it. Right, it's about a lad who he survives this plane
crash.
No, he's not in the plane. As in, like, he's on the floor and like a part of the plane just misses his house.
That's
like,
a twist on things.
I know, yeah.
So he survives a plane crash, but he
He's
wasn't
not
in the plane.
My God.
Oh my God.
And
that's such a good riddle.
ever since he's like every now and then he's like a bit of a psycho, right? And he gets this little black rabbit thing, like this demented demon rabbit that just keeps coming. He's called Frank, right? He just keeps coming up to him and he's like, "Hello, I want you to do things for me, Danny." It's like,
what, a demented rabbit?
Yeah, it's like this guy. It's like a guy in a rabbit suit. It's really complicated and really weird. It's about time travel and about how, like, the end of the film is the beginning of the film.
It's one of them.
It's one of them where if you watch it a few times, it's like a circle. Okay.
It's like a shuriken.
Yeah, it's constant.
It's like a shuriken.
I think even if you went to watch it, you wouldn't understand what it is.
It's like a ninja star.
So, I think for my review, out of 10 mods, I think I'd probably give it a 6.5. 6.5 mods.
Worst review I've ever fucking heard. Didn't tell anything about the story.
Well,
it's
ridiculous.
There's no background.
This psycho.
I might as well have just gone.
This psycho
of
goes about.
Series 6, episode 4 features Monica and Joey mainly. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. That's what you've done. That is what you've done.
It's about this psycho who starts like killing people and burning down houses just because a fucking demented rabbit tells him to do it. And
that sounds like the worst. No wonder it's got 6.5.
And then, but then he's got like a twist at the end. It's like, ooh.
Don't care about twists. I would have lost it at the fucking rabbit, if I'm honest.
Funny story time.
Right, is it my turn again?
Yeah, tell us a story.
Right, okay. Funny story. Funny story time. I've told you about me trying to run back to my house. And,
that was last week.
with a sock covering my.
You've told us the story. You can't do the same thing.
But this week takes place the 2 years after. A year and a bit after that took place, and again, we're in Florida.
Mhm.
It's funny stuff that happens in
Where
Florida.
the magic happens.
Where the magic happens, right? And see, what was funny is that when we had this story time, your story was funnier than mine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna set the mood now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And we were on Sarasota Beach.
My
right?
story's always funnier than yours. Go
Chilling to the sunshine, and I'm sat there with my dad's Ray-Bans on because I didn't have my own sunglasses, right? And some girls come up to me, right? No, this is serious, yeah. From New York.
Yeah.
They were like it was as if they'd swapped tanning oil for cooking oil, right? It was marvellous, right? They'd only been there 2 days. They told me, crazy. Yeah. And they thought that I, of all people, looked like Robert Pattinson.
So that's the second lie they told that day, then. Swish.
No, no.
This is funny story time.
No.
Not bullshit time. Carry on.
No. Robert Pattinson. He's a lot of people know him for Twilight, but
that guy, is that Robert Pattinson?
Yeah. And they're like, oh my god, you look dead like him because
Yeah.
I've got the chin and I had like hair that stuck up.
Yeah,
as
I've
well.
got a big chin.
You've got a big chin, as well.
You've got a massive chin.
Your mum's got a massive chin.
No, she hasn't. Actually, because I picked it up from my dad.
Sorry. Right. So yeah. So they thought I looked like Robert Pattinson.
It's not a funny story. That's not a funny story,
Dom.
This is complete. This is Dom. That's not a funny story.
Well, you tell.
This
is on the spot.
Okay. Well, this is a funny story. All right.
Go on.
Went to a club the other night and J2 was shite. Not gonna lie. Got there, talking to some girl. She was quite fit. Guess what I said to her accidentally?
There you go.
Oh, you won't believe this. So she came up to me. She started talking. I was like, "What are you doing?" And basically a bit of banter, How are you doing? And next thing you know, she sort of like fakes threatened me. So she's like, I'll come find you and take you out or something. Just as a bit of banter.
Right.
I don't know where we were.
What,
going
with a rifle?
With a rifle, with a dad's. Alright, shut up. Or smash your back doors in.
You'll smash your back doors in. Oh right, my god.
Hang on. Well, I didn't know what it meant. So she obviously looked at me funny. Because she thought I was some kind of, like, anal invader, if you will. And never spoke to her again.
You wonder why? Yeah.
I think she might give me a fake number.
I
But don't all time can I help. Fuck off.
You know, I heard like the like Keith Lemon. You know him off Celebrity Juice. Like he's quite into the Urban Dictionary, right? And do you know what bang tidy means?
Go on.
Go on, take a guess.
Bang tidy.
Bang tidy.
Is it like sort of? Is it like Berry Scott's latest product? Like Sell It Bang 2 almost. Barry
Bang
Scott!
tidy!
Bang tidy! Look at this kitchen! It's bang tidy! I guess it's not, is it? It's probably not bang tidy, is it? Let's be honest, if you saw a kitchen, you wouldn't fuck it in its arse. Is what I'm saying.
No, bang tidy is when you go up to a girl and go, oh, you're bang tidy.
Yeah.
It means she is appealing for sexual activities.
Makes sense. Yeah, bang. That's an old phrase, isn't it? Bang.
Bang.
Because
I want to bang her.
It used to mean bang. Used to mean like
an explosion.
Fuck you up.
I'll go on. But yeah, bang tidy. And then there was another one I learned, which was when the builders are in.
When the builders are in.
When the builders are in. What do you think that is?
When the builders are in. Does that mean like when the builders are in? Is that like when you're shooting a porn scene and the plumber was late again? Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And the plumber the woman's like, having a bit of fun with herself. And then, the plumber walks in. It's like, come on.
Right.
She would have known.
Right.
Do you know because let's be honest, she probably rang up that plumber.
Right. Yeah, you're thereabouts, right? It is to do with cleaners when builders are in means that a woman's on a period.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah. When the builders are in. Oh, I've got the builders in.
I've heard one for that. Aunt Irma has visited. That's my favourite.
Oh yeah.
When Aunt Irma visits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
We've got a guest today, ladies and gentlemen, with us. I'm looking at him. I'm not even going to say his name. I'm going to let you guess. No, it's not Bob Dylan. Don't be daft.
It's not Leonard Cohen.
It's not. It's no one of any importance.
I am black.
No, you're not.
Wow. No racism.
No, yeah.
The first thing he says is no racism when he comes up with that.
I didn't say it was a bad thing that I was black. I just said that I'm black.
You're
the racist one. I never said that. I never said. Shut up, dickhead.
We spent half an hour trying to tell him the ground rules. No racism. Nothing that's offensive. Right?
You're the one being racist.
The first thing he says is that he thinks he's not.
Would there be anything wrong with me being black?
No, but you're not black.
I never said there was anything wrong with being black.
No, that's the
I am black.
No, you're not.
What would be racist if I would have got some shoe polish? It'd be shoe polish is racist.
You're about as white as Tom Jones from upstairs. No. With that amazing introduction. Oh. Mr. Jonathon Berry.
I can see a lot of editing going into this. You're making my job very difficult.
So edited.
Fucking learn your degree.
It's going to be so edited.
I know.
It's going to be ridiculous. I was having an argument with someone once, and they were like, it does me head in that kids are now saying YOLO, right? You only live once. No, I think it was with you actually.
Probably was with me.
And I said that, no, YOLO's quite good. You know, you only live once. Because the idea is that it's meant to kind of enrich your life. You think, you know what, I will travel, I will go to places. But they say you only live once. Let's try and jump in front of a train and see how that happens. YOLO. You know what I mean?
I know.
But, and you were there going, oh, it's crap, it's horrible. But it is natural selection, isn't it?
And that's the same with planking.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna plank on top of this double-decker bus when it's going under a bridge. YOLO. No, you're dead. And you know what? Fair play. Because I don't care.
As long as someone's videoed it, YouTube's had a field day.
And I tell you what, right? All that YOLO stuff, right, doesn't make sense. Surely you only live once, right? That should be, oh right, okay, I'm going to wear my seatbelt today because I only live once.
Yeah.
That piece of paper, that's our practice. That's all we've got. And then
that looks like someone that was used to wanking.
Did you? I read.
That looks like
I read the wrong.
What was it? Oh fuck it, this'll do.
I read the wrong side of this. It's just. Fuck. Hang on. Is this a new series or is this episode?
This is series 2.
It's series 2.
Did you see our physics podcasts?
Yeah.
No.
We were made to do them.
Yeah, I bet you were. Fucking overall topic, uni. Keep idea of having 0 Van Rye, because we have Joe Page, and that's it. That's about as, and then chuck half songs in there. What does that say?
Hang on.
It's like an Egyptian hieroglyph. What is this? Try luck. Try lull of the week.
Yeah,
right?
lull of the week.
Be hard because you ain't spoken for ages. Be hard.
Be hard.
Be hard. You don't even know what you've. You don't even know what you've written for yourself. Spent 6 minutes just going through the list. Can't even read it. It's the worst list ever. It has no structure. How did you get an A level in English? Did they just throw it at you?
Stop talking.
They assumed all your work. They thought, yeah, it'll be alright, we'll give him a C.
I like it. One of the points, right? Pieces of advice for a comedy podcast is put jokes in there.
It's like fucking dynamite, isn't it? Such an amazing piece of advice.
I've just had a brainwave. We'll put jokes in there. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention. We need to redo the Modcast song
for season 2.
Yes, but we don't need to do it yet because this first bit is just going to be us three talking.
Put that down then. Wheel that chair on. It's a wheeler chair. That. Does anybody want any pasta?
Yeah, please. I want a pasta.
I'm dying here. Want some?
They don't really eat tomatoes.
Just pasta.
Pasta and bacon.
No, I don't. That's really weird.
Even at uni, it's picky.
I've got some small little baguette things, but it takes hours to.
Right, is the pasta only mixed in with the sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, at least. No, it was a question. It was a question.
Not one of your parents hate you.
Fucking first world problems, isn't it? He's got to fucking eat pasta with the sauce on it.
Garlic
I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, go on, get the chair and wheel it round.
I have food.
Yeah.
Food.
Are we recording us eating?
Yes.
I just cooked so much last night. Student living decides that, you know, let's just pour the pasta in.
I like how it starts off boiling hot and then just really fucking cold at the bottom.
Well, bottom of the tub.
It's a zesty mix.
Bottom of the tub.
Mm.
Yeah, not cooked.
Probably is. Oh.
Right, so this is brilliant, lads. Well done. What you've done here is made it so I can't. The fat,
Alright.
the fat one can't get near the food. Well done.
Natural selection, innit?
Fucking fighting for it.
Natural selection.
That's the point as well. You never saw fat cavemen because they had to run for the food.
That's the point.
You barely see fat men.
I had to
run
come
for
back for my food.
You never see cavemen. Do you know what I mean? So your argument is flawed.
There's going to be so much editing. So much editing.
I know. I reckon you should just release this as the Modcast. The series 2.
An average day.
Eating.
An average day with 3 lads eating food.
You got any more, though?
Still
When does pasta go off?
That's an though. It's just the sauce that goes off. But it's been frozen.
Why does it have a sell-by date?
Dry pasta? Never. I think
This is wet pasta.
No, you daft bastard. It's been in the freezer, you knobhead, so nothing happens to it. Do you freeze it and re-microwave it?
No, I know this.
Stick something in the freezer. Ooh, lemonade. Are you a horse? Fucking hell. You can hear that on the microphone.
Sideways. Boom.
Boom. Just him trying to drink some fucking lemonade.
Why are we recording this at all?
I don't know.
Let's pause
No, don't. It's funny.
It's not funny.
It is.
It's as funny as AIDS.
We'll be listening to this. Why are you doing it? Do you want my postcode?
Do you want his postcode?
6NB.
6NB. That's N for November, B for Bravo.
Faggot. B for Bravo. That's funny, that.
Alpha Bravo, Charlie Delta, Echo Foxtrot, Golf Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Mike, November, Oscar.
Paedophile.
No. But now you've put me off. Cheers for that.
It's alright, thinking of children, it's fine.
Yeah, cheers. Well, that's you screwed me now.
QWERTY.
No, it's Quebec, that. Papa. P's Papa. Quebec. Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu.
Impressive.
There was a bird in this room who he was like
Cole Tessa.
Who?
a bird.
Was it a boy or a girl?
in this room?
Yeah. Who? But you shouldn't say who, it's what. Or
What?
that. Well, you can't say there was a bird in this room who...
Oh right,
Whose name
sorry.
was
Sorry, I
Teddy.
didn't know it was an inanimate object.
Yeah, but it's
It's not an inanimate object, it's a...
It's a
neutral.
creature.
It's a
creature, so it's
Gender neutral.
yeah. So it's a who.
You don't say there was a pigeon in my room who did this, it was a pigeon in my room that...
So he came in and he was looking like. Do you know how they don't have arms? He just. But then he was using his beak to like just inspect the
He was using his beak! It's not a he! It is his beak!
But he was looking through my underwear.
It's not a he! Fuck!
What a cunt. Right, you can that without. But then, anyway, I had my underwear on the floor. It was one of them nights where I thought, I'm just getting them off, I'm getting involved, right?
With the pigeon.
No, with the bed, right? And then, like, my alarm goes off, so I got the it goes mental, thinking what the fudge is that noise? And it's flying around with my underwear on its head, like, flapping around his wings, like the side of my box is just getting caught in his wings. And then just like went for the window, hit the windows and like, right? Then tried again. I opened the window, then he just legged it. It was just
legged it with his feet.
Yeah, because pigeons don't have legs either.
Yeah, they do. Oh no, they have. No, I know.
No, they do. No, yeah, they do.
How the fuck did you ever get into uni? No, you have to see pigeons landing.
Hang on. Question: do pigeons have legs or do they have feet?
No, they have legs because the feet are attached to
Legs and feet. The legs.
Do you have legs on
Your pigeons have no legs and arms. It's like a monkey pigeon.
Fuck yeah. Just monkey pigeon. Monkeypigeon.com.
Monkey pigeon.
Monkey pigeon.
Monkey pigeon. It's a pigeon about monkeys.
It's like a long tail.
Long tail.
Sorry, did I miss the circular to bring weed and get high before this?
It's just... We've not even started yet. This is off topic. We've not even got a topic.
I've got one for you. The discussion about the use of weed in uni.
We get to... That's a good topic, actually.
That's a good topic. Let's start talking about JB, what are your thoughts on drugs?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on drugs, first of all, and then what are your thoughts on drugs in university? That's the question.
That is the question at hand us.
The two questions.
As regards to drugs, if you want to do drugs, go and do drugs, but just like, we had a police talk basically where he said, if you're going to do drugs at uni, don't do it where everyone can smell it, because then we have to come and arrest you and we don't want to, but we're obliged to. If you're going to do drugs, I know the fire brigade say don't, but basically just tape a bag around your fire alarm, your smoke detector, get nicely stoned in your room, tape around your door so it doesn't all billow out into the corridor. Just let it dissipate, just have a night of sleeping, smoking weed, just inhaling weed. Then when you've finished inhaling all your weed and it's all gone, then it's safe to go out, just do that. Everything will be fine. Fair enough, if you're going to smoke drugs, weed, do drugs on your own, fair enough, but it's like, the bellends are the people that pressure you into it. It's like, I'm doing some weed, come and do some weed. I'm flying tomorrow, I'd rather not.
Harmful drugs.
Well, all drugs are harmful if they're used in a stupid way, innit? But I think when you start getting, because I don't know. Well, for example, in America now, Colorado and Washington have now legalized the recreational use of marijuana.
What is recreational?
Well, it means that you can, if you're caught with the possession of it, you don't get arrested. But if you deal it, then you do get arrested.
Ah, right.
Question for you: how do you get the shit then?
Well, that's the thing. That's the loop.
So if you grow your own marijuana and you're only using it for yourself, that's fine.
No, I don't. I think this is the problem with drugs, right? It's not the drug use; it's the drug dealing, right?
Yeah.
Drug abuse.
It's the abuse, of course, as well. But I mean, if you want to sit in your room and abuse drugs, whatever, you're an idiot for doing so. But whatever. The danger is in the dealing of it, because you can't buy this stuff from a proper merchant, a goods dealer, can you? Who's when you're going to Morrison's, you don't need to worry about risking your life.
Yeah.
If you're buying it from a drug dealer, he can have a gun, machetes.
It's not just that though. Is he actually giving me weed, or is this just mint? Is this just mint leaves with some rat poison?
Exactly. And is it, do they actually put some other crappy shit in it?
But I think
as well?
no. The reason why people do drugs is because of the funny after effects of it. Okay, so whilst we're on the topic of uni, I think now that we have officially moved to uni and we are in different unis, meeting different people, I think we should share our stories of uni and the overall feel of university. So I say we should start with Mark, because
do I have to start?
Yeah, because he's got the most facial hair, and that's how we rank things nowadays.
Do I have to start?
Yeah.
Can you not start?
All right. Well, the first night. Sorry, that I got here. First night I moved into uni, I went, because the internet was down. I was bored out of my head, and I thought, right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and meet people. So I went about trying to find people, and I met this little group of people, and they were going, oh, we'll go out. So we went out, and we went to Canal Street, which for those listeners that aren't from Manchester will know is the gay village in Manchester. It's like a big street filled with brilliant clubs and that. And we went into this lesbian bar, and I'm not joking, this Canadian cowboy who was part of the group, and I'm not saying that to be hard, as in he was from Canada and his last job was a cowboy, right? He turned around and said, "You know what? I bet you any money that I bet I can pull a straight girl in here, in a lesbian bar, right?" And I was like, "That's just like finding a needle in an haystack, pal."
Why did you go into a lesbian bar?
I don't know. It was either that or a gay bar.
What do you mean? Why is there only like fucking homosexual bars in Manchester or something? Is that
No,
all
on Canal Street there is.
On Canal Street?
Yeah, in the gay
There's all
village.
the homosexual bars?
I mean, a straight person can go in, but like, I don't think you'll have any luck.
What? That's ridiculous. Why does that exist?
Well,
surely then bars should be segregated among the rest of the Manchester scene. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to like having their own little corner.
Well, no, they have their own corner because you can't tell if someone's gay, can you? You can't take one look at it. Like if we see a girl and they're quite attractive, it's like, alright, okay, cool, let's get involved, right? We have no idea if she's straight or lesbian or.
If I see a girl that's quite attractive, I don't go. Let's get involved. I go, right. Let's take 4 points out of 10 off that, and that's what we're aiming for tonight. Then.
No, what you do is you take a picture, you take it out and have a wank over it.
That's what happened just there. Got boomed. Boomed. So much boom.
I've worked out your comedy technique, say funny monkey noises repeatedly.
I cannot wait for his funniest story. It's gonna be shit.
Yes.
So I saw this 10 out of 10 and a boom boom.
Me and this lass, we went back to bar, we had some boom.
No, even better. He pulls a girl, takes her back to his place, and then says, "Right now, stand there. I'll take a picture of you. Do some boom boom." Oh God! Right, carry on. You're in the game bar with some Canadian,
right?
Oh,
but yeah, so the idea is that this little Canal Street is that all the meant to be all the gay people in the world, in the city, go to Canal Street, so that if they go into a bar, then they know that all the lads are for the lads and all the girls are for the girls. That's the idea.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And he just said, I bet you any money I can get a straight girl in this lesbian bar. I was like, this was about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Try it, man.
2 o'clock in there. An hour later, guess what?
Polls.
6.
What?
6 of them.
How's he done that?
As in, like, he's got a group of these girls just like admiring everything he does. Like he burps and they're all like, "Ah." Seriously, it was magical. It was something to behold. And
it was your hypno.
No, it was just so kind of so smooth.
Yeah.
So it was silky smooth.
How old was he?
About 21.
21.
He's not the lad. He's not our age.
No.
But he was just like, yeah, he's just. He was talking to me and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go and pull some girls." He starts talking to girls. Hey.
This is Smooth Jazz Canadian.
My name's Jet. Jet. Great. But yeah, it was weird. That was the first night, and then ever since, it's just been mental. I had someone rant at me last night about how pointless dried fruit is.
Dried fruit?
It was a full-on rant. It lasted about half an hour. He was there going, raisins, right? They're not grapes, are they? They're not grapes, are they? They're just dried. They're just corks. They're just husks of the former shells. That's all it is. If you stuck a lot of raisins in a bath, then we might start getting talking. Leave it for a week, get back to it. It might be grapes. They might not.
So are raisins grapes?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just nodded. I think his logic was so fucked up that it's like, yeah, whatever.
It went in a roundabout way.
And then he finished this rant on raisins.
And then he got back to me and said, you know, olives are kind of like grapes, but they're not, are they?
JB's next.
Yeah.
Funniest story.
Yeah, that's a good story.
I've had quite a funny one that I reckon was quite good, and it's being serious in all seriousness. In the middle of our uni, what we've got a communication point.
Sorry, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't take you seriously. You said the word serious 4 times to start that off.
Well, let's try this again then, shall we? Without you climaxing in the middle of it.
It was like a quadruple negative. You said seriously. Yeah, but seriously though. No, it's all serious.
Right, fair enough.
Right. Sorry. I was just trying to be too serious. Okay, I'm ready.
There's a communication point in the middle of the main square at our uni.
Well, hang on, which uni?
I'm at the University of Liverpool.
It's very good, isn't it? That.
Red brick. Yeah. But what it was is my mate had claimed to get out of a maths test, and then he could redo it. He'd said that he'd had a family bereavement, that his baby cousin had died.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we all said, because he'd got out of doing his test, and he could do it when he wasn't hungover, and we all had to do it while we were hungover.
You mean that's a bit of a leap.
That's
a bit.
No, so what I did is I went to the free text machine that sends free texts out, and it sends it under the name Liverpool CC. So I wrote Mr. X, and then this is the University of Liverpool's attendance office. We would like to set up a meeting between you and your tutor, and I actually wrote our tutor's name in just to shit him up, and I sent that.
So
to
basically, what you're saying is you're a grass.
No, I didn't send it to the uni. I sent it to him. I sent it straight to his phone from this. So he got a text from Liverpool CC saying that they were onto him about fraudulent claims on a maths test.
Yeah.
We had him so scared. Apparently, he rang the attendance office to explain exactly why he fucked up, and then they said, we don't know anything about this, but seeing as you've rung us, please can you tell us exactly what you're on about then?
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having our guest on the show. A little round of applause for Jonathon Berry. There you are.
This is a new feature.
This is a new. That we're gonna do every single episode.
We'll
try. And I think the first couple of episodes we do it is gonna be brilliant, and then it's slowly going to decline in quality.
Yeah.
Until it gets to a point where it's just pathetic.
It's just pathetic.
I've got an idea. Do you want to go first?
Film idea time. You go first.
I've got an idea of right. What it is that this lad, normal lad, he's at school or college, or he's at work or something, and he goes to this bar with his mates, and this bar suddenly sets on fire, full on massive fire, and he wakes up. There's a lot of people unconscious. There's a lot of people. This fire is mysteriously gone.
Right.
So it's set ablaze. Everyone's unconscious. Then the fire goes. And then he wakes up.
Yeah.
And he goes outside, and there's this car. Right. And he gets into this car like he's told, like telepathically, to get into the car. And it's just this guy, this really nice, lovely kind of chap who just sat there in this car.
Right.
And he says, and like, I don't know what name he loved. Let's call him Leonard, right? I don't know.
Leonard Skinner,
yeah. Let's call him Leonard. He says, hello Leonard, I've been expecting you for some time. And they drive off, right? And the story is that the guy who is in the car is what's known as a guardian, right? There's different guardians for different things. So you get the guardian of time, guardian of the arts, the sciences, so many different elements of human life, right? Yeah. And they are the protectors of mankind, right? Listen, because the gods aren't they made us as a test subject to see if they could create humans, create life.
Okay.
And they're not getting involved with the test subject, so things happen that are stupid and horrible, but they can't get involved because then it destroys it. What's it called? Gives it false results. Yeah. So
it's a paradox.
no.
What?
They've made us as a test subject, so if they start interfering with the test,
oh right,
and start getting involved on it,
yeah,
then it starts messing up the the whole
experiment.
Test. Yeah,
right.
the whole experiment. Yeah. So so they make these guardians, these people who they die in their lives somewhere, but they don't actually die. They get renewed and they get forever lasting life as these guardians with these powers and these abilities and these, like for example the guardian of time.
Right.
He can, he can go to any part of time. He can see any part of time, and stuff like that. And they're trying to fight these other guardians that are guardians of natural elements, so like the guardian of fire and earth, and but they had a nickname for them called the Elementals, right? What?
Right, go on.
It's good. It'll make sense, but because the Elementals are a bit of.
I mean, this is literally like borderline Scientology. Right, yeah.
No, not really. No, they are like the Elementals are pricks because their abilities over time have kind of given them a physical. So like the guy the elemental fire, right? He's got like molten skin, so obviously he can't live with humans because he's weird. He's different. He's.
Oh right, okay.
But the normal guardians can. The guardian of time. Time doesn't have an effect on someone's skin. He doesn't get old. He doesn't age.
Right.
So he just looks like a human. You'd never know any different. So he can socialise with humans. He can live with humans. He can mate with humans if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But the Elementals can't. So they're outcasts and they hate humans. They hate the gods for putting them down. And so they start having this fight. And this Leonard blog, he is the centre of it all. And doesn't realise.
Okay.
Because he's an avatar packing in, right? He is one of the gods is trying to see what's going on through his eyes. So if they can kill this avatar, if they can kill this Leonard lad,
right,
then it killed one of these gods because they have this link or something. And it's this big.
It's the most ridiculous.
And if you kill a god, then he just goes ape shit.
This could very easily turn into a Michael Bay movie. If there's just put explosions in it, some Transformers, it'd be great.
If you kill one of the gods, then the whole world just gets crumbled because they think, right, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous subject.
Yeah.
Let's just close it, and they kill everybody. And that's what they want. So it's this big fight to stop these Elementals from their evil plan to kill the Avatar. But Leonard doesn't know he's the Avatar until the very last second.
Right.
Of this film.
And are we not supposed to figure this out until the last second?
No.
So that's the twist.
Yeah. And it's like
it
puts the whole film into perspective. It's like, fuck.
Oh my god! Is it one of them ones where you just sort of look at it and go, oh my god?
It's one of them films where the explanations, like Doctor Who, where he's in this universe, it's brilliant, but then he's got to try and then explain the brilliance of the universe to the average person.
Yeah.
So Leonard is the audience's eyes.
Oh, well, I thought it was the eyes of a god.
Well, no, but he's also been brought up in the normal world that we've been brought up in.
Yeah.
So all the reference points that he makes.
All right.
You've
really thought about all the plot holes and stuff like that, haven't you?
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then it's just like a big jack off war. It's a science fiction. No, it's a fantasy war between these.
That's crazy.
And like how the guardian of technology.
Yeah.
Was actually Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh.
But he got to an age where he was becoming too popular, so he decided to try and like fake his own death. Just keeps going. Stuff like that, and you can use like key and say
Alright. That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Add little Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
I think that's what makes films that. Like for example, the Avengers in any Marvel film.
Yeah.
The
little bit at the end.
The little bit at the end.
Yeah, the little bit at the end.
Is actually better.
The best bit, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Apart from on the Wolverine film, was it Wolverine Origins? I cannot believe I sat through all the way to the end of that film.
Wow,
it was fucking good.
What was the credits?
No, it was the end of Wolverine Origins. What it's called, right? And we sat through 15 minutes of credits of just like din digga digga din digga digga din digga din digga digga din, just all the way through for 15 minutes. And then he's sat in this chat. He's like in a bar in Hong Kong, and he goes, "Pour me a whiskey." So this woman pours him a whiskey, and she goes, "Are you drinking to forget?" And he goes, "No, I'm drinking to remember." And then takes a shot of his drink, and that's it. That's what happens. No context, right? No sort of new characters involved. Just I'm drinking to remember.
I thought, because usually they use
and
that
I sat
last
through
bit.
15 minutes of
usually
credit.
they have that last bit to try and kind of run on to the next one. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Iron Man, it had Thor's hammer, and it was like, they're going to make a Thor film.
Yeah.
They're gonna and it kind of, it made you excited. It was like, you know, I thought if it was X-Men, they should have done him in...
well, it should have been...
You know, X-Men Origins, where it's First Class.
First Class, they should have done
Do you know when they go into the bar, and he's there, like, they're trying to recruit these mutants, and he's there drinking, and he goes, I'm Charles Xavier, and I'm thingy, fuck off.
Yeah.
They should have done that.
They should have done that.
Because that'd have been like, oh my god, a young Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's what they should have done.
That's what they should have done, shouldn't it?
I thought that's what you were going to go with, the bar bit.
No, it wasn't. It was, are you drinking to forget? No, I'm drinking to remember, and that was it.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
That's a bit rubbish, that.
And me and Josh
but maybe it means something to... Maybe that's like, in one of the first Wolverine comics. Maybe that's like one of the opening lines, or maybe it's like...
Oh, maybe.
It might mean something to someone.
Possibly, but...
Who knows?
Oh man, it was such a waste of my time. Oh god.
But, so go on, what's your film idea? What's your... I'm a director. I want a new... I'm a producer. I want a new film.
Alright, well don't take the mick out of it then.
I'm not, I'm also suggestions.
So there's this guy, right, and he lives in I guess New York. No, he can't live in New York, there's potholes. Let's say he lives in Africa, right, and everything that he knows about the world, right, has been faked. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So Hitler didn't exist.
Okay.
That was a lie. 9/11 didn't happen. Forget it. Never happened, right?
But is this his world, or is this the world of the film? Is this a different film? Like, you know how some films are set in different worlds?
This is his...
Just him?
This is real world.
So he lives in Africa, but he's just not been... He doesn't know
he knows about stuff, because he's kind of like middle class.
Right, okay.
But he's never been there to see anything happen.
Right, okay.
So everything that...
Well, we didn't see Hitler happen. We were old enough to see the Twin Towers go, which was horrible, but we weren't old enough to realise how big it was.
No, but but it's all
we were,
lie, right?
7?
So it was like computer graphics on the telly, right?
Right.
Listen,
Okay,
listen, right? So then this guy, he figures all this out, right? And everyone obviously still believes it, but he finds out that it's all faked, right?
Right.
So then, when he makes this epic discovery, right, it suddenly occurs that, well, hang on a minute, the government are in on it, right? So the government know, right? So then, the government are after him, right? And they're trying to kill him, right?
Silence him.
They silence him so that he doesn't spread the word.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the story. But that's it. That's all we've got.
How was it fair? The Twin Towers did happen.
No, but it didn't. It didn't happen.
What, as in...
It did, well, no, but like, for him...
As in he was never told the news of it?
No, he was told about it, right?
Right.
But it was faked. So it never happened in the story.
See, I think you could go somewhere different with that. I think you could say that it did happen, but it's this country where they don't tell anybody anything. So like any world news, anything that would mean that the government would mean that they have to do, like they have to get involved with other countries, some kind of goal, but they fake all the news stories. So everything that they've been told isn't true. Not as in. I think that's where my interpretation of it. Yeah. Because maybe that's it. Maybe that's the one. As in, they were never told, like the history books in this country doesn't talk about the Second World War. Everyone was on holiday in that time. Yeah. And just things don't happen in that, and anything that does happen is all around the government. So like, the government discovered.
But what's their plan in it?
I don't know. This is your idea. You should be. I don't know. Like
I didn't think of an idea. I'll be honest with you.
Maybe
I showed up today and I was like, I don't have an idea.
Right, Mark. I'm reading the list that we've drawn up, and you've put on this. You both need funny story time, which.
Why are you reading the list?
No. But then you put holiday incident with the cleaner. I'm intrigued. I'm not even going to do a story if this is bloody brilliant. What cleaner? What incident?
Right. Well,
I know it's a good story because you said right. Well, it's like
basic.
Let me put it into context.
You know how I'm not really into holidays.
Yeah.
You know,
Is this an international holiday? Or is
this is an international holiday in Tenerife, right?
Okay.
Last time I went to the Mediterranean, right, a 12-year-old tried to fuck me. Not gonna lie, it was weird, right?
Weird.
It was weird, right? So,
so, let's give up on.
So I'm thinking, okay, 2 weeks in Fuerteventura, can't be that bad. And room service, right? Slightly more prominent than I would have thought, to be fair. You know, they sort of showed up on a regular basis, maybe once every 3 days.
Yeah.
Something like this. So it was the day after room service had just been, right? So, you know how, obviously, you're on holiday, you need to go to the toilet.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay? It's going to happen.
You have to get it out, okay.
So, I go in the toilet, right? And bear in mind that the toilet, right, the window is directly in front of the front door, right?
Right.
So you've got the front door, and then to the left of it, directly,
is
the toilet window.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this crap for ages, and I sort of sat down, and I was like, oh, finally. So with this window, door knocks. Couldn't have timed it worse, right? She's trying to like get in the fucking door. It's like, minibar, get in! Oh god. It was absolutely frantic.
The whole story was just you were having a shit and the housekeeping came in.
But it's just the timing of it. Why is it I have the worst timing in the world, mate. It happens every bloody time. Is that everything then?
I think that's everything on the list.
There's a lot of editing, but I'll give it.
Well, there's an hour and 40. We've had a straight off conversation for an hour and 40 minutes, including Johnny's bit.
Including Johnny's bit, which is half an hour, maybe longer.
So that's 2 hours and a bit.
It's a long time.
It's a very long time.
There must be something funny in there.
And because it's dark,
yeah.
I'm knackered.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to do like a quick Modcast outro song.
No, we'll do that another time. Because we've already got an outro song.
But I want to get this edited like tonight or whatever this weekend and chuck it on. Because people are waiting for it.
Well then do it then. We don't need a new song.
Shall we just use the old one then?
Yeah, just use
the old one. We need an outro song.
We've got an outro song.
No we don't. We always end it like...
No, the outro song is...
the Modcast song.
How do we end up? Did we just say...
Just the Modcast song.
Thank you very much for listening.
And then it just goes into the Modcast song.
Later. No, yeah, just have the mod... Because don't forget, Modcast at the beginning, Modcast at the end, that's how it kind of...
Okay.
Right, so should we sign off?
Thanks for listening, signing off.
Say it less like a Dalek. Thanks for listening.
Signing off.
Fucking hell. Do it again. Let me do it. Let me do it. So thank you very much for listening to the first episode of the brand new series of the Modcast with me, Dominic Hartness.
First episode, series 2, Mark Grundy, the father of Grimrock.
The father of Grimrock and
the Modfather.
Yeah. They're our code names.
Bye!
Yeah, so I'll see you later. And if we're not all dead before our next podcast, I mean, it won't take us a month and a bit to get a new podcast, will it? We'll have another one before December.
We'll do a Halloween one.
Halloween's really young.
Yeah, but it's the Modcast and it's always late.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, it's like a woman on a period.
We'll be late. We'll be late for our own wedding. That's how late we are. It's beautiful.
Me and Dom are getting married.
We are. It's beautiful.
But that'll be a Modcast episode right there.
That'll be
the wedding of the father of Grimrock and the Modfather.
Two fathers.
Gay marriage.
There we go.
Nothing wrong with that.
There we go. Two fathers. The father of Grimrock and the Modfather.
So if you're for gay marriage,
support us.
Support us getting married.
Yeah.
And if you're against gay marriage, then fuck off.
put it pretty fucking bluntly. I like it.
Right.
Nice. Right, well, thank you very much for listening. See you later, and
Modcast. Modcast.